animals. Dolphins, whales, sea otters, and other marine mammals capture the imaginations and demand the affections of people around the world. Many of these marine animals adhere to complex social systems and exhibit remarkable intelligence. Learn fun facts and how you can help protect your favorite dolphin, whales, sea otters, and other marine mammals by watching these videos. Blue whale distribution worldwide, tropical to polar latitudes. Their habitat open ocean, pelagic, rarely coastal. Feeding habit filter feeder. They belong to suborder Mysticetus. Blue whales are the largest animals to ever live on the planet, reaching maximum length of 110 feet 33.5 meters and weight of 330,000 pounds 150 metric tons. Blue whales can live for 80 to 90 years on average. Blue whales are the loudest animals on the planet, capable of producing sounds that can be heard by other blue whales up to 1,000 miles away. Blue whales can eat up to 12,000 pounds 5.4 metric tons of krill in a day. Blue whales swim 5 miles per hour on average, but can swim more than 20 miles per hour in short bursts. Unfortunately, blue whales were one of the hardest hit species by commercial whaling. Beluga whale distribution restricted to subpolar and polar waters above the Arctic Circle. Their habitat shallow coastal waters and near the ice age, sometimes in rivers. Feeding habit foraging predator. They belongs to suborder Odontoceti. Beluga whale grow up to 16 feet 4.8 meters long and weight 1.4 metric tons on average. Beluga whales can live up to 50 years. They are born dark gray and get lighter as they age, eventually becoming white once they have reached sexual maturity. Beluga whale can dive more than 3,280 feet 1,000 meters and stay under for up to 25 minutes at a time. They live in Arctic water and sometimes venture into freshwater rivers. They shed their skin each summer by rubbing against coarse gravel. They do not have fused neck vertebrae like other whales, which allows them to move their head up and down and side to side. They have bulbous, flexible foreheads called melons that help them produce sound and make facial expressions. Bowhead whale distribution Northern Hemisphere, Arctic Ocean. Their habitat pelagic, open ocean. Feeding habit filter feeder. Bowhead whales grow up to 60 feet 18.3 meters and 200,000 pounds 91 tons. They have the thickest blubber of any whale species at 17 to 19 inches 43 to 40 meters thick. They need to eat about 220,000 pounds 100 tons of food a year. Use their large head to break through sea ice that can be at least 2 feet 0.6 meters thick. Can swim up to 13 miles per hour 21 kilometers per hour, but typically swim slowly at only 2 to 4 miles per hour. They are possible the longest lived mammals. Researchers suggest that they could live to be 200 years old. They have the longest baleen plate of all whales. They can be up to 13 feet 4 meters long. False killer whale distribution tropics and subtropics, particularly Hawaii. Habitat pelagic, open ocean. Feeding habit active predator. They belongs to order Cetatiodactyl. False killer whales grow up to 20 feet 6 meters long and 3,000 pounds 1.3 tons. Female false killer whale live longer than males, reaching a maximum age of 63, while males reach a maximum age of 58. They hunt at night and sometimes share their prey with other members of their pods. They are expert divers and prefer living in deep water around 15,420 feet 4,700 meters deep. They are known for feeding on prey from fishing lines, including small dolphins and tuna. Fin whale. They distributed worldwide in tropical to polar latitudes. Habitat open ocean, pelagic, rarely coastal. Feeding habit filter feeding. They belong to Suborder Mysticeti. Fin whales are the second largest whale species, growing up to 85 feet 26 meters long and 160,000 pounds 72.3 metric tons. They can live for 80 to 90 years. They have accordion-like throats that help them gulp up to 4,000 pounds 1.8 metric tons of food a day. They are named for their prominent, hooked dorsal fin found near their tails. They are fastest of all great whales, capable of swimming up to 23 miles per hour. Humpback whale distribution worldwide in all latitudes. Their habitat coastal to open ocean. Pelagic. Feeding habit filter feeder. They belongs to suborder Mysticeti. Humpback whales grow up to 60 feet, 18.3 meters long and 80,000 pounds, 36.3 metric tons. They can live for 80 to 90 years. They have some of the longest migration of any mammals, with some population swimming 5,000 miles, 8,047 kilometers. Between breeding and feeding grounds, populations that migrate between Alaska and Hawaii can complete the 30,000 miles trip in just 36 days. They eat up to 3,000 pounds 1.4 metric tons of food a day, including krills and small fish. Male humpback whales create a sing song that can be heard up to 12 miles away. They are named for the distinctive hump on their backs. They are active and can be seen breaching out of the water, slapping the surface with their fins and tail, wheeling the water. Their tail can be as wide as 18 feet, 5.5 meters. Long-finned pilot whale. The distribution temperate to subpolar latitudes of the North Atlantic Ocean and the southern hemisphere. Habitat coastal to open ocean. Pelagic. Feeding habit active predator. They belongs to suborder Odontoceti. The long-finned pilot whale is one of two species of pilot whales that form relatively large pods in the open ocean. These species get their common name from their behavior of following a leader of pilot when transiting long distance. The two species of pilot whales are actually dolphins, not whales, and they are two of the largest species of dolphin, with only the killer whale growing larger. Minke whale distribution worldwide in all latitudes. Habitat open ocean. Feeding habit filter feeder. They belongs to order Ceratiodactyl. Whale are the smallest of the great whale, growing to about 35 feet, 10.6 meters long and weighing up to 20,000 pounds, 9 tons. Humpback whale grow to a maximum length of 26 feet, 8 meters and weight of 14,000 pounds, 6.3 tons. They are named after Norwegian whaling spotter named Minke, who allegedly mistook a mink for a blue whale. Blue whale can stay submerged for at least 15 minutes before returning to the surface for air. Live up to 15 years. North Atlantic right whale distribution warm water to subpolar latitudes of the North Atlantic Ocean. Habitat coastal to open ocean. Feeding habit filter feeder. They belongs to order Cetaceae. North Atlantic right whale grow up to 52 feet, 15.8 meters long and weight up to 140,000 pounds, 63.5 metric ton. They can live up to 70 years. Researchers use their ear wax to determine their age after they have died. They have rough white patches on their head known as callosities that are unique to each individual. Travel more than 1,000 miles, 1,609 kilometers between calving grounds in the US Southeast and feeding grounds in the US Northeast and Canada. Socialized at the water surface in what is known as surface active groups. They can also often be seen breaching on slapping their tails on flippers at the surface. Sperm whale distribution worldwide in tropical to polar latitudes. Habitat: open ocean, pelagic, deep diver. Feeding habit: active predator. They belongs to suborder Odontoceti. Sperm whales are the largest of all toothed whales and can grow to maximum length of 52 feet, 15.8 meters and weight of 90,000 pounds, 40 metric tons, with males growing much larger than females. They live for up to 60 years. They have one of the widest distribution of all marine mammals, living everywhere from the Arctic to the Antarctic. They are named after the spermaceti, a waxy substance that was used in oil lamps and candles found on their heads. They are known for their large heads that account for one third of their body length. They can stay underwater for up to 60 minutes at a time. They can dive more than 100,000 feet, 3,048 meters, in search of their preferred prey, which includes squid, shark, and fish. They eat up to 3.5% of their body weight in food every day. Female sperm whales form lasting relationships with other females in their family and create social groups around these bonds. Males, on the other hand, leave their matriarchal groups between 4 and 21 years old to join bachelor school before eventually leading solitary lives in their later years. Stay with us for more videos.